Hey there everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's been quite some time now, but all the way back on the 25th of December 2017, we met the 13th Doctor as she fell through the skies and into a brand new era. And since her run of the show began, the most consistent plot thread was the Timeless Child. As we get that much closer to Tennant and Gatwa, I've been thinking a lot about the show and this arc. Before I delve into how I would write it, I would like to express that this isn't an attack on Whittaker's era, or against her fanbase, and shouldn't be conceived as one. Okay, so to begin with, I would keep the original reference in the Ghost Monument. I think the one-liner is a good starting point as it doesn't take away any focus from the woman who fell to Earth or the Ghost Monument, really. But I would have a few more references sprinkled across the series. Next, I would have a line come from one of the Arbiters of Death from Demons of the Punjab, related to how the Timeless Child just can't die and how they pity it. Just something small to continue the thread across the series, as I know Chibnall wanted the series to be mostly standalone from the rest of the lore. Following on, I would have one more point of reference in the series finale. I would have the Ux discuss an ancient being, the only thing in the universe that scares them, and have it be the Timeless Child, but have it be something to do with the magnitude of its healing abilities, or something along those lines. Of which 13 could add, I have heard many tales of the Timeless Child, or something related to that to continue the idea. Have this carry into season 12. I would pretty much keep Spyfall as it is in terms of the Timeless Child. I would have the Fugitive of the Jadoon carry the Timeless Child idea a lot more. Now, I know the Division is related to the Timeless Child, but I would have a line either from or related to the Fugitive Doctor that she went into hiding because of the Timeless Child. She discovered too much, so it wasn't safe, forcing her to use a chameleon arc and become human. Then, the episode should end with the reveal that the Doctor is hunting the Master down and needs to learn of the Timeless Child. In addition to having the Jadoon hunt down their fugitive, I would also have the Jadoon and Gat investigate the state of Gallifrey and anything related to the Timeless Child. Now, given that Can You Hear Me is an episode based on fear, I would have one of or all the companions enter the Doctor's dream and see her on a destroyed Gallifrey, terrified of the secret she's about to learn from the Master, which carries on the arc and gives the Doctor and the companions a closer bond as a result. Now, I would have all the events in the finale mostly remain the same, except I would have the reveal be the Master is the Timeless Child and the Doctor is the scientist Tech Tayun who tortured him. Now, I know many others have discussed this point before, but I think it fits better. Especially as on screen, there's no real explanation to how the Master keeps on regenerating. It might be covered in Big Finish, but I honestly don't know. It also pushes the idea that he feels inferior to the Doctor and always has. The episode would end the same way, with Ko-Sharmus blowing up the Citadel. Except the Jadoon arrest the Doctor for the torture of a child and refer to her as Tech Tayun. That's how the episode would end, just there. Whilst being in prison, the Doctor has a lot of time to reflect. There's some kind of monologue from Jodie about the things she has done. Jack attempts to break her out, but she is defeated and questioning her moral stance and whether she belongs inside the prison or not. I would have had it so after discovering the Daleks, the companions use the TARDIS to contact Jack, who rescues the Doctor and tells her of the Dalek threat on Earth. That being enough to show the Doctor she can still do good and save her friends and planet. The episode's end would pretty much remain the same. Yaz is the only one who decides to stay past this point. Now, I would have Series 13 mostly remain the same. I would have the Doctor be more guarded and not tell Yaz about her past. I would have the Doctor confront Tech Tayun in Division, which would give the Doctor reason to carry on claiming there's always good to put in the universe and have her pity her former self and all of her atrocious acts. After this meeting, she opens up to Yaz about her past. They decide to continue travelling and pick Dan up. The events of Power of the Doctor would mostly remain the same, except I would push the Master's anger and jealousy forward and really sell the point that he doesn't want to be himself, the child who was tortured. I would have him murder 13 in the same way, but have a line about all the pain she caused him and his disdain for Tech Tyun. And then the Doctor is hopeful to have a better future and regenerates on the cliffside, making peace with her former self. That's how I would write it. What would you do? Please let me know in comments down below. If you enjoyed what you saw, then could you please hit that like button and subscribe? It will help my channel continue to grow. Stay close as I try to post new content as often as possible.